Hello students, in today's section we are going to see the ninth program of Java. The program name is Write a Java program that creates an object and initializes its data members using constructor. Use constructor overloading concept. Okay. So in this program we are going to implement constructor overloading concept. So first of all, what is constructor? A constructor is a special method of a class or structure in object-oriented programming that initializes a newly created object of that type. Whenever an object is created, the constructor is called automatically. Okay. And what is constructor overloading? So in constructor overloading, we create multiple constructors with the same name but with different parameters types or with a different number of parameters. Okay. So let us start with the program. Open Notepad++. So this is the code for the constructor overloading. Let's discuss class box. We have created here the class with the name box. Inside the class, we have declared three variables with a double type. So, what is double? Double is a data type in Java. The double variable can hold very large number and it is used to hold a floating point values. So, we have declared here the width, height and depth in the double type. Okay. Then comes box inside bracket double W double H comma double D. This is only the constructor. Okay. The constructor name is box. We have created here the variables in the double type, and inside flower bracket we assigning the value to that variable, that is width equal to W, height equal to H and depth equal to D. Okay, and we are closing the first constructor, that is box. The constructor is used to assigning values to the variables. Okay, so we are assigning the value to the width, height and depth. Then comes next constructor. Inside that constructor we have written width equal to height equal to depth equal to 0. We are assigning 0 value to the width, height and depth. Okay. Then comes third constructor. In the constructor we have written double length. This is the parameter which is present in a third constructor. Inside the box or inside the constructor we have written width equal to height equal to depth equal to length. We are assigning len value to the width, height and depth. Then comes double volume. This is a method with the type double. Inside this method we have calculated here return the width into height into depth. Okay, and we have closed here the volume method and we have closed with the class box. Then comes public class test. Another class we have declared here with the name test. Inside this test class we have written public static void main string argument. Inside the main method we have created here the object for those constructors, that is box my box 1. This is the object for the first constructor equal to new box. Inside the bracket we have passed here the value for width, height and depth variable. that is 10, 20 and 15. Then comes next constructor, that is box myBox2. myBox2 is the object for the second constructor equal to new box, and this inside the bracket we didn't pass any value. Okay, this is an empty bracket. So then comes box myCube equal to new box. Okay, this is the third object for the third constructor equal to new box. Inside the bracket we have passed 7. So we have passed here the 7 value to the width, height and depth. Then come double volume. We have created here one variable with the type double. Okay. Then comes volume equal to myBox1 dot volume. So whenever we call the myBox1 object dot volume, the myBox1 objects values are passed to the volume method, and it will calculate the width into height into depth, and it is going to return the result to the class test, and it will get stored into the vol variable. And we are printing here the system.out.println volume of myBox1 is plus vol. We are printing here the result. We are printing here the value which is stored in a vol variable. Then comes vol equal to myBox2 dot volume. Whenever we call the myBox2 object, the values of myBox2 object, that is 0, pass to the volume function, and we are passing here the 0 to the width, height and depth. So result will be calculated and it will be stored into vol variable, and it will get printed in this line, that is system.out.println volume of myBox2 is, we have append here the vol variable, that is the value stored in the vol variable. And then comes vol equal to myCube dot volume. Whenever we call the myCube object, this value of myCube object, that is 7, pass to the volume function, and 7 into 7 into 7, that is a width, height and depth, it will get calculated, and result pass to the class test, and it will get stored into the vol variable, and it will printing the value stored in the vol variable. Okay, and we are closing with the class test. So to execute this program, open command prompt. D drive cd Ankita, please. Okay. Compilation command, that is Java C, program name. In this program, there are two classes. So the main class name is test, because public static void main present in the class test. So you should give the name test for saving this program. Okay. So Java C test dot Java, and press enter. Okay, it is successfully compiling. Then run command Java test. Okay, it is showing you the final result of this program. Okay, from this class test, from this object, we are passing 10, 20 and 15 to the method volume. So width value is 10, height value is 20 and depth value is 15. So it will get calculated and result will be written back to the class test, and it is printing the result, that is volume of my box 1 is 3000. Okay, then comes next one, that is volume of my box 2 is 0. Okay, whenever call the next object, that is my box 2 object, the value you can see here, there is no any value, so it is printing 0. Then comes the next one, that is mycube. Whenever we call the mycube object, inside the mycube object, that is the 7 value passes to the volume method and it will get calculated, that is the width is 7 into height is 7 into depth, that is 7. It is going to calculate it and result will be written back to the class test, and it is printing volume of my cube is 343. Okay, so this is the final output for this program. Hope you understood. Thank you.